Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you do? Awesome. Perfect. Okay, so then I will go ahead and turn this all down. Once I find my mouse. I do like Mars, Bringer of War. Okay. I keep losing my mouse every 3 seconds. And here we go. There it is. All right. So hello and welcome to... like no sound, no test whatsoever. Just hope for the best kind of scenario. All right. So hello and welcome to Kisara's Casual Corner. I am Kisara. And we are playing a game called Voice of the Cards, Isle Dragon Roars. It's a game created by Square Enix, a card game that is in pre-order as of right now. So yeah, as far as I can tell, it seems like it's good to go. I forgot where my drinks were, and then I realized I don't have any flavor packets for my water. So I was like, okay, let me quickly grab my tea and get this all squared away, and then we'll be ready to go. Welcome to the idea of being totally prepared while simultaneously being underprepared 100%. I also can't seem to find the cap to my drink, so there is always that. All right, so it looks like everything's on the up and up. As far as I can tell, everything seems okay. I sound okay too against the music as well. Okay, I think I do okay. There we go. I meant when the music was playing, sorry. Let's just get the game started. Here we go. And switching into game mode. Currently, this is just a demo. They have not released it. It releases in 3 weeks on October 28th, I believe it said. Let me double check. Yes, October 28th, 2021 is when it releases. So, let's get to it. Awesome. Thank you, Drake. And very Square Enix style music, not gonna lie. It absolutely is. Sorry, I had to fix my drink. I'm not like sucking my finger for no reason. Sorry. Wipe it on some paper towels I have. Okay. I'm going to turn down the music just a hair. It's just loud enough in my thing where I can't actually hear it. So we're going to do that. Alright, I like this sound. This is much easier to kind of think. How does it sound on y'all's end? Everything seems okay. Oops. Good? Awesome. Alright, here we go. Other. What's other? Subtitles? Yes. Always a good idea to have them. Game settings? Seems fine. Let's start a new game. Oh! This game, eventually, when it is released, does have multiplayer options. So, if you're looking for a multiplayer card game, this is another option that seems to be available. Just not in the demo at this time.
Good afternoon. Or should I say evening? Morning. Morning?
Evening for me.
I am the Game Master. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Before we begin, there is something I must tell you. You see, my job is to draw you into this world with my voice and cards. Which is why I believe it best for you to play with the sound on. In fact, I insist on it. However, as you can see, my voice is subtitled, so you can always read along as well. Now then, are you ready? Let's begin. Welcome to Voice of Cards.
Oh, and then you click to move forward.
You're about
Goober.
to take the first steps of your adventure.
I do love the voice actor so far.
Through a realm of sword and sorcery you will travel, battling bloodthirsty monsters as you strive to realize your ambitions. I have every faith you will accomplish great things here.
I get choice cards. So, and you are, and who might you be? I think I like the, Kisara mode, and not the Kisara from Tales. Who might you be? Boom.
I am merely a witness to your exploits. Now then, your departure draws nigh. May your journey be a safe one.
It's aesthetically pleasing.
This is Castle Advent. Queen Nilla reigns over the kingdom from within its walls. Three white-clad adventurers have gathered here at the Queen's summons. Present yourselves, O faithful of the Ivory Order.
All right. We scroll down the Ivory Tower. All right, so now we're learning. So this is part of the tutorial. I have not done it before, so we're learning this game together. Your piece is in the middle of the screen. Use the WASD keys to move in the direction you want. All right. Objective. Move to the queen, which I imagine the queen is up ahead. As you continue on your journey, your objective will change. Press the E key whenever you need a reminder of what to do next. You will see cards with glowing edges on your adventure. Step onto one to trigger an event that will move the story along. Okay. So I guess we just... Glowing. It was glowing.
From upon her throne, the Queen regards the adventurers. So you are disciples of the Order.
Oh, excuse me.
The youngest of the three steps forward. She holds herself with well-born grace.
She's got purple hair like me.
I am Winifred of the Ivory Order, Your Majesty, she says. I lead this fellowship.
Winifred, though.
She bows, glancing to her two companions. In response, the stern-looking one inclines his head and brusquely names himself Berwin.
Berwin. Hi, Berwin.
The older man is the picture of courtesy, as he genuflects and introduces himself as Hedwin.
This is Hedwin. He bows.
It is these three our story follows today. In other words, your party.
This is the advantage of... Sorry. The advantage of using the Yeti mic. As I can chew.
The Queen acknowledges the fellowship with a nod. In a soft voice, she explains her errand. Someone has stolen the royal treasure. I bid you reclaim it. Under normal circumstances, I would entrust this to my soldiers, but I do not wish to spread thin my forces with the recent monster troubles. It seems the troubled queen is judged she can entrust this matter to none but the Ivory Order, beloved of the people and unmatchable in battle. It is our honor to serve you, Your Majesty, and thus the quest falls to the Fellowship. Short of any clues that could lead them to the culprit, however, they press the Queen for further information.
So what will you ask the Queen? So, I can ask, what is the royal treasure? Did you see the thief, Your Majesty? Or, shall there be a reward? Did you say, yes, Queen? Yeah, yes, Queen. right, so let's see. What just for Drake, because I know that he would take this option, I guess we can ask, shall there be a reward?
Usually, one would expect recompense for this sort of undertaking.
Usually.
As demanding a reward would go against the tenets of the Ivory Order, hold your tongue.
Not allowed to ask for a queen. That, as we quote iRobot apparently in chat, that is the right question. And then it fades out, and then suddenly we talk about dreams or something.
The Queen, however, has already said she will reward the Fellowship with whatever they desire.
I feel like I didn't hear this before.
It seems the royal treasure is just that important.
Alright, so now we can ask the actual correct questions. What is the royal treasure?
The Fellowship asks the Queen what the royal treasure is. The Queen describes a bottle containing a certain liquid.
Ooh, tea. Ooh, hey, Luciana. Yeah, it is very pretty. Pretty I mean, I really don't expect anything less from Square Enix, honestly. I mean, be very surprised.
Without it, she trails off, but the desperation in her voice suggests its loss could spell disaster for the kingdom.
All right. Did you see the thief, Your Majesty?
The Fellowship asks the Queen if she knows anything about the thief. The Queen says witnesses might be found at Nexton.
Why? What did I do? What did I do? What's wrong with my hair? Is it funny? I keep hitting the mic. I keep forgetting that the mic is by my face. Oh, okay. It's pretty odd thing. I was like, why? Did I style it weirdly? I'm sorry, Luciana. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. No X marks. No X marks. No. No, I appreciate the compliment. I really do. Especially since this is the usual look I go for. So sometimes I just kind of forget, like, to comb it out and stuff. And I'm like, wait, did I knot it? Did I do something to it? And, like, that's actual real reactions. You can ask Drake.
Pray Terry no longer here. I await news of your success.
Don't be mad at me, Luciana. I heart you. You're awesome. I'll eat a fry on your behalf. All right. The Queen has told us to continue.
The Fellowship bows and takes their leave.
All right. So now head south to Nexton. I do like the fact, like you said, Luciana, earlier, the aesthetics of the game is very, very pretty. And it's much simpler, too. It's not graphically intensive, you know? Menu. Press the escape key to open the menu. From there, you can perform various actions, such as saving and changing skills or equipment. Collection. The cards you encounter on your journey will be added to your collection, which can also be found on the menu screen. Please give it a look from time to time. I'm searching if this game is to be on the PS4. Actually, that's a good question. That is literally something I honestly meant to look up. I totally forgot about that. I know it's definitely being released on the Steam. It is, you know, it's Square Enix, so I imagine it's probably not going to be by itself. But, let's see. PS4? Question mark. Nendo, how are you? It looks like it is on the PlayStation. I see it on the PlayStation Store. So Luciana is more than available to actually play the you can play it on the PlayStation. Welcome in, Nendo. All right. Yes, I know I usually play games that you can only play on PC, but this time I swear, I found a game that you can actually play as well, everyone, on the PlayStation. I am very thrilled to bring it to you today. Okay, we're moving forward. All right, so it looks like, when do you get to play Exodia? As soon as I figure out how to will the heart of the cards into it.
We can waste no time finding the treasure. Winifred strides toward town.
All right. Winifred is this girl here.
Wait, cries Berwin, blocking Winifred's path.
Oh, what do you see, Berwin, with the big axe? This is actually what Nendo looks like in real life, is Berwin as a warrior. When he takes off his frog costume, just letting you know.
A monster.
Oh, monster.
You dare stand in our way? Foul creature.
Is there any other way to live, Nendo, other than be Goofy? I'm just saying, Goofy had a good life in comparison to, like, a lot of the other characters. I'm just saying. All right, so Hedwin scowls.
It lunges at the fellowship.
Oh, all right. It looks like we start a fight. Okay. I'm already loving the soundtracks. I might, unusual to me, but I might actually purchase it, or at the very least learn to play it. So the fight is on. Take down all the enemies and victory shall be yours, which is how usually it goes. Okay, so choosing a target. First, try dragging Magic Strike over your opponent. Alright, so Magic Strike says deal damage. Just straight deal damage. Alright, so card HP. The number in red indicates the HP. When a card's HP drops to 0, it becomes incapacitated. Attack and defense. A card's attack is indicated in its lower left, and its defense in its lower right. Give careful consideration to you and your opponent's values before acting. Okay, so my attack is here. For Winifred, it's 10, and her defense is 9. Defense on the left has a shield, and attack has his swords. And then my middle, big red heart. Okay. So, generate 1 gem, which I think looks like it does this here. Alright, so now I have 4 gems. It's too pretty. It's too pretty here. The gems are too pretty. Oh, that's it. Finish the fight. That's it for battle basics. That's all. That's it. No more help. Play your hand wisely. That's all you get. So you know the red bar is for health, left card is for attack, right is for defense. Go to town. That's the way a tutorial should be, right? Oh, it's a healer? Nendo, I take it back. This is actually you right here, this little fluffy ball here. That's just what it is. It's too fluffy. Downward strike, deal damage. So he does 12. Alright, so we're going to take out the fluffy bunny. Critical strike, so now it's incapacitated.
Excellent.
And now we're back to Winifred. I don't need to heal anyone, so it looks like we'll just deal damage. The damage done is 4. Let's see, deal attack plus 3. So my attack is 10 plus 3 fire damage. Fire Dragon Roar! Oh, I will quote Fairy Tale this time around. Alright, results. A good warrior wastes no time. I got 35 experience and 42 gold. right, not so bad.
Winifred heaves a disgruntled sigh as she smooths her
Ah,
rumpled
right.
garb.
Rumpled. There's not a lot of garb there, is there? But that's what I have rumpled right now, because that's all I got. Whew. All right. This is all you can see on camera. Everything else is just like not so rumpled, but this is what you get. Let's see. K-Dog says, "Hi, Kasara. Sorry I'm late. I just got home from a fun job and had to grab a bite to eat, and I was starving." Look, no starving allowed. You have to eat something, so it's okay. Grab your food, enjoy the show, all that stuff, right? And I'm glad that all the stuff at work got worked out, because I know that it was super awful at the beginning. So I'm glad it's worked out better. That being said, welcome. I will do this. It's Isle Dragon, because I could have literally turned it anything, but this is what the game is, just in case you didn't see. I really should put the exclamation point at the beginning so you can see what I'm talking about.
Showing no signs of weariness from battle, Berwyn silently wipes the monster's ichor from his weapon.
Oh, ichor? This is very English.
Edwin inspects the remains of their foe. "The queen spoke true," he mutters, his face masked in contemplation. Winifred gives a grim nod at his words. Mayhap the treasure's theft and the monster's behavior are connected somehow.
Ah, dun dun dun.
First things first, the Fellowship needs to gather more information. To Nexton they set their sights.
I absolutely love that the cards reveal more of the terrain as you go. Alright, so we've made it to Nexton. Event. Enter Nexton. Yes. Excuse me. Establishments. Lucky for you, there are all sorts of establishments in the town to support you on your adventure. Would you care to have them explained? Yes, since I've never been here before. This is the inn. Rest here to recover your party's HP. This is the apothecary. Here you can purchase items to restore your party's HP, cure their status ailments, and more. This is the armorer. They sell weapons and armor to give your party an edge in battle. This is the item shop. They stock handy items to use on your journey. This Why did they include this? A card game within a card game is already like having a crisis. This, unfortunately, is the game parlor. Come here to play some card games when you need a break from your travels. Of course they would include a game parlor, because why not? Why not have a game parlor? Ayya. That will be the only reason you buy this game, Drake. I already know. Screw the story. It's just going to be the game parlor the whole time. That about signs it up. These establishments are here to help you, so don't be a stranger. I don't know, the game parlor is there to steal your monies. Luciana says fight. See? Luciana knows the deal. Speak to the inhabitants of Nexton to gather information on the thief who stole the royal treasure. Alright, so I guess we actually can walk and talk to people.
"Welcome to Nexton," hails a man.
I don't have to do any of the reading. Anything you want to ask him? Tell us of this place.
The man doesn't respond to any question except to parrot back his original greeting.
You have fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Mature Man's character story. What? There's side quests? What? Wait, what? What? Okay, well, I can apparently do side quests. Oh, what? No, I don't want to ask him anything. That was a mistake.
Having nothing to ask, you take your leave.
Let's go talk to these people here.
I'm to too scared to leave town with all those monsters out there. The woman sighs.
She is carrying a... First off, this is not the knife I would use for... That is not a bread knife. Too scared and holds a huge knife. Like, she's clearly scared. First off, this is not the knife you use to cut bread. At least not on the Western Front. I'm just going to put that out. And a ginormous loaf of bread. You know she's the thief. No one carries a ginormous loaf of bread like that. Unless you've got, like, the baguettes from France. And those are long and thin. Alright, but she has nothing to say. So we'll move on from Lady Godiva over there.
The man helpfully advises you take the opportunity to purchase equipment and curatives while you are in town.
I feel like that's like the size bread that you would have after you bake someone's chopped off hand in it. Alright. You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Average Man's character story. Apparently. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and go to the armorer just in case.
How may I help you? The proprietor inquires.
Oh, Luciana makes a point. She says, hey, big women needs big knives. This might be true. Tall women needs big knives. Short women need knives. That's ultimately what we're getting at. Just women carry knives. This is not the point of the game, by the way. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. So let's see. Do we even have money? Did she give us money? Did we get paid? Did we get a down payment? We did. The secret point of the game. Oh, I can buy... Are these cards? Am I buying cards? Interesting. Okay, so these all go to this here. So Berwyn gets the swords. Staff goes to either of these two. Breastplate goes to Berwyn. Steel breastplate goes to Berwyn. Okay, so basically it adds to his defense or it adds to his attack. I would probably say... Oh no, the emails that you sent this morning weren't actually sent. Ah, that totally wumps. The saga continues, I suppose, I'm sure. Let's see. For 100 gold, I can craft a sacred thingy. And I can give it to... I'm gonna give it to her. Oh, there's more. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to buy it. No, no, no. I already own a bunch. Never mind. Never mind. No buying. Let's see. Okay, so basically these people already own this stuff. So if I wanted to get something, I would have to get what they don't have. Okay, so they already have Iron Sword. He already got this. They already got the Sacred Blade. I get it now. I understand how this is working. Ring of Protection could go... It's 200 gold, or gil, or whatever currency. It's 200 G's. G's is the currency. I'm gonna get this purchased, and now I have 300. And I will go ahead and pretty much I'll get her Ring of Protection for Winifred. Alright, so now I think I can go to inventory. how do I exit? Oh, back.
Will that be all? The proprietor asks.
All right. Can I sell stuff? All right. My equipment would be basically none of these things because I haven't equipped anything yet. All right. So now, weapon, armor, and accessory cards are only effective once you've equipped them on their characters. To open the menu and select equipment to make sure your party is ready for battle. All right. You've fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Blacksmith's character story. All right. So let's go to equipment. Here it is. I actually haven't used Yahoo in a long time, so I don't know what to tell. I don't know about that. Anything there. All right. So let's see. Sacred Staff. So she gets the accessory. How do I give accessories? Here we go. Alright, that's all set there. We'll go back. And then he gets this. Alright. For now, that seems okay. Alright. Oh! Well, at the very least, you know I won't let you step on water. Oh, she's here.
A woman sits hunched over by the side of the road.
Oh, but this is the hobbled woman, not the scared to death with a big knife woman.
Upon catching sight of the Fellowship, she calls out for their aid. She's sprained her ankle and needs you to take her to the nearby apothecary.
Okay.
Winifred rushes to her and helps her up. Berwin lifts the woman onto his back, and the Fellowship sets out in search of an apothecary.
All right. Transport hobbled woman to the apothecary. Okay. You can jump over upward-facing terrain cards. Use the arrow keys to choose which direction you want to jump and then press the enter key. Try jumping to the apothecary. Huh? Like that? And then enter. There we go. We've jumped. We have physically jumped.
You arrive at the apothecary.
And I sure did.
After taking a curative, the woman begins hopping up and down. Nothing holds a candle to Ivory Order medicine, she beams.
You sure it's not being carried by, like, Berwin's massive hulking frame that cures best medicine? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
She turns to the Fellowship, her eyes widening in surprise. It seems she's only now realized the Fellowship are disciples of the Ivory Order.
Hello.
The woman takes each of their hands in turn, thanking them for their service.
That was some extreme card shaking. I mean, hand shaking.
The Ivory Order is famous for providing medical supplies throughout the realm, and indeed the wider world. Every smile the Order brings to someone's face makes Winifred proud to be a disciple.
All right, well, glad that worked out there. You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Mature Woman's Flipside story. You can read special stories about the characters and enemies among your collected cards. Progress through the adventure and defeat the myriad of enemies in your path to collect every special story. View your collection? Yes, because I have no idea I had a collection. So that's the main party. All right. Winifred, we can read all of this because I got time. Winifred was born into the Ivory Order and carries herself with all the grace expected of all ladies therein. Her fellow order members find her mage training a boon on their travels. You can look forward to the backs of these cards and the whole story in the retail version of the game. So basically there will be more cards. Berwyn, the Ivory Order values warriors as level-headed and as trustworthy as Berwyn. Warriors who approach woodchopping and bodyguard detail with equal amounts of intensity and fortitude. Time. First off, no one's cutting wood with that axe. Like, it just seems like of the intensity parts, you probably can back up on wood cutting a little bit. Work ethic? Yes. Maximum strength weapon? No, not so much. The entire Ivory Order reveres Hedwyn for his wisdom. When a young woman was placed in his care, his obsessive focus on etiquette revealed another side. An exacting disciplinarian. No ruler is safe from fear and worry, but Queen Nilla harbors a knot in her gut unrelated to and more personal than the recent rise in monster activity. Interesting. The Knight. The Knight was taciturn. He kept his head down and did his duty. Not one of his comrades could ever recall hearing his voice. Literally, they have stuff about the Knight. Royal Guard. Everyone wears a mask and a cloak, white as the driven snow. This suits her just fine. More just fine. One might say she joined the Ivory Order just to wear it. One could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. Oh, no, I wanted to read more. The average man. Not a day passed when he didn't wear his hair or arrange his clothes just the way she liked. She was the prettiest girl in the village, and one day he was sure she'd notice him. Average man, do your best, and I'm sure you can get the girl that you are looking at. Mature man. He made a promise to the love of his life when they were married. I shall love you till death do us part. One half century later, he was proven to be a man of his word. Oh, that's so sad. And at the same time, like, totally understandable. Mature woman. Every morning she wakes up early to get breakfast ready. And every morning she has to take her husband's abuse. There's only so much a woman can stomach. Hence, the big knife. We have discovered where the big knife is coming from and why there is such a big loaf of bread. I'm telling you, she cut off something and baked it into bread. I've no doubt. Soon to be widow. I don't soon to be widow. Definitely soon to be widow. Blacksmith. Hello there. Striking out on your own, are you? Oh, I've been at this long enough to size up people at a glance. Don't worry, I'll make you the exact size you need. Alright. So far, so good. He ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times. Bruh. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame. Alright, so this is where we can continue on with the story. We continue speaking to the inhabitants of Nexton. Oh, there's more. Who's this?
The woman begs the fellowship for their autographs. She seems to greatly admire the order. I know there's nothing to worry about with disciples of the order here, she says, relief flooding her features.
Is this the prettiest woman that the guy's looking at?
Upon asking, the woman says she was attacked by a monster outside of town. A strange creature, she says, nothing but bones, and it clutched a bottle of medicine as if its life depended on it.
You have fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked woman's character story. Andrew from the FC says hi. Hi, Andrew. I hope you're doing well. Oh, how embarrassing. All right. So, just for poops and giggles, we'll go ahead and go to the game parlor.
An innocent-looking young boy accosts the fellowship. Want to play a game with me? He asks expectantly.
First off, want to play a game with me is a little odd from a young boy at a game parlor. I just want to point that out. Sketch. Super sus.
In this parlor, you can play cards. The child rambles on, wheedling you. I'll give you this if you play with me.
How to play. All right, let's learn how to play cards. And then, Luciana, I promise, we'll fight. Very well. You can learn the basic rules over a game. Are you ready? Yes, young card dealer. What card game am I even playing? Oh, it's Nendo. I'm just kidding. I know, Drake, you are excited. Excuse me. The goal is to use your cards to get more points than the other players. You get points by arranging your cards into sets of matching cards or consecutive straights. Try making a set. Okay? When the game starts, each player is dealt their hand one card at a time. Alright, so it's my turn. Then everyone takes their actions in turn order. I'm first. I'm Winifred. Draw 2 cards from the deck. Okay. You now have 3 cards in your hand. Select 2 that have the same number. Alright. 2 twos. This set is worth 4 points. Make a set with the selected cards. Yes. So now I have 4 points. When you make a set, you earn a point equal to the sum of the numbers in the cards. From any cards left over, you can choose one to remain in your hand. This is the end of your turn. Next, I'll act for the other player. Alright, he draws 2 cards. I don't have any cards that can make a set. When that happens, you have to discard all but 1 card from your hand. Okay. Discard until you have 1 card in your hand. Those will be moved to the pot. Now it's my turn again, but let me explain this opportunity. This is your player card. That's where you can see how many points you have. It's over here on the far left, bottom left. The sets you made are here. You can have up to 3 sets at one time. You can see what you have left in your hand here. So I'm always left at the end of my turn with 1 card. The pot is at the top. Any player can use these when making a set. So, the cards remaining in the deck is shown in the upper left, which is here, cards remaining. When this reaches 0, the game is over. And that's the play screen. Let's return to the game. I believe it was your turn. All right, it's my turn. So I draw 2 cards. Try making a set from the pot with what's in my hand. So you can make a set with up to 3 cards of the same number. I have 3 A's, so let me try making a set. So I can do pot and then the 2 in my hand. This is worth 3 cards, so aces are worth 1. Yes. And that's it for my turn. So now it's the game dealer's turn. I can feel Drake like with rapt attention right now. Alright, they've got a pair. And they have 8. Not good. Alright, let's see. I draw 2 cards. By the way, you can also make sets from consecutive cards on cards with consecutive numbers on them. But you can only make 1 set per turn. You can make a 2-card set with the threes, or a 3-card set of 2, 3, 4. Make whichever you prefer. So if I make it with 2 threes, I get 6. If I make it with 2, 3, and 4, I'll definitely get more. I get 9. Yes. Okay. Remember what I told you about sets? You can make sets from 2 or 3 cards of the same number, or 3 consecutive numbers. But 1 set per turn, and only 3 sets at a time. When you make a 4th set, you have to discard one of the sets you currently have. Alright. So next turn, I'm going to have to get rid of a set. Alright. They're going to make a 2, 3, 4 as well. It's not looking great. So I draw 2 cards. Let me explain the menu screen. Bring up the menu screen with the escape key. There you can look at the rule book or abandon the game. Got it, okay. Let's see. Complete a set of 2, 3 cards of the same number or consecutive. Alright, I have to get rid of 1. I'm going to get rid of this one. That brings me to 19. And who wins? Me! I get louder applause. Go me. Okay, I actually do like this game. This is actually quite cute. And with that win, my gauntlet please, if you do, Game Master. No, I'm good, thank you. You fulfilled the necessary requirements to unlock the Game Parlor Reception's character story. Alright. Oh, and that's the inn. How are my characters doing? Everyone seems to be fine, so I don't have to do anything.
Apparently, there's a monster lurking around the outskirts of town, stealing medicine, and only medicine. Rumors claim the monster fled to the west.
Okay. So, with a little more information, the thief is as good as caught. Thank you, Drake. You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked man's character story. Okay. So now we're going to leave town.
It would be unwise to leave the town with so few leads. Perhaps you'd have the Fellowship ask around for more information.
Okay.
The man claims he saw a suspicious someone leaving the castle grounds carrying what looked to be a medicine bottle.
Okay.
He didn't get a good look at their face, but says they were nothing but skin and bone. The Fellowship thanks the man for the useful information. Thanks to the information gleaned from the townsfolk, the Fellowship is all but certain of who has stolen the royal treasure. The first clue was the Queen's description of the treasure, a small bottle containing a certain liquid. Then there's the bony figure seen fleeing town, the skeletal monster clutching the bottle of medicine, and the monster that fled west. From all that information, the Fellowship distills the thief's true identity.
Who done it? I haven't a clue. The scrawny street urchin, or the skeleton monster fleeing west. It's the skeleton monster fleeing west.
Realization strikes Winifred.
I
know who our thief is.
It's not really much realization.
The monster made of bones, Edwin interjects. The one that fled west. Berwin nods in agreement, as if to say, another sage pronouncement from the great and wise Edwin.
Thanks, Berwin. Skeleton from the west. No, a street urchin. Don't you know? Winifred. ...
Winifred clears her throat, proclaims that the fellowship shall head west, out of town, and walks off.
Travel west of Nexton in pursuit of the monster. Not going to the game room. Okay, so while exploring the world and diving deep into dungeons, you will encounter enemies which you must do battle. Your adventure will be over if everyone in your battle party is KO'd. Should your journey meet an unfortunate end, you can continue from your last save point, so it's in your interest to save often. Select data from the menu screen to save. There's also an autosave feature that periodically keeps you covered. So they're saying save now, please. Data, save. Save 1. Yes, please. All right. A chest! Oh, an enemy! Ha! An enemy appears. I found a chest too, but I found an enemy first. Alright, turn 1. And 2. Oh. These are gems. You'll need them you'll need to spend them to use certain skills. You gain 1 gem whenever you take an action and can store up to 10 at one time. The icon indicates how many gems a skill costs. It's right here in this on the card. You can't use a skill if you don't have enough gems. Alright, so we'll deal damage. For 1 gem, I can attack for 13. Alright, so that's 1 monster down. Some of your attacks are elemental in nature. The 6 elements are fire, water, bolt, wind, light, and dark. I like how it's called bolt and not lightning. Cards take more damage from elements they are weak to, and less damage from elements they are resistant against. Knowing your enemy's weaknesses and strengths will help you to choose which skills to wield your advantage. Just like anything, really. Alright, he's gonna hit that guy. Let's see, lightning strike, or bolt. Add value of roll to attack and deal bolt damage. Alright, let's try it. Rolling. Of course there'd be die. Why wouldn't there be die? Alright, 3. Plus more. Why wouldn't there be die? A card and dice game is what we've got here. Alright. We fight and we win. We acquire experience and gold. And Winifred has leveled up. Everything gets up by 1. I earned white light. Deal 10 attack light damage. Berwin has leveled up. Headwind. I was going to call him Heidelin. Headwind has leveled up. And has gained Zephyr. That rolling one that we had. For wind damage. When you are low on HP, open the menu and select owned cards to use a recovery item or take rest at an inn. View your cards? I mean we can, but I don't need to use them. I just want to see them. So owned cards, items. Okay, so I have salve and Inspire Elixir. Inspire Elixir. Alright. Revives a KO. Alright, I got a chest. Treasure chest found. I got an antidote. Cure target of deadly poison. Alright, so we're going to the west. And an enemy.
Rout the enemy.
Rout the enemy. Oh, I need 2. I can't cast it. Okay. I got a critical. Might as well give him flame damage. Plus extra flame damage. It's like flame damage. Flame damage! Okay, he's got strike. Alright. Got that. We got some gold. Alright, so... Oh, enemy appears.
And fight.
Okay, so now we start off with 2. So I'm gonna deal 10 light damage. Extra light damage. Take that, poison single cell amoeba. Alright. Deal some fire damage. And extra fire damage, because it's weak against fire.
Excellent.
It's gonna hit me. I'm gonna have to salve, what's his name soon. Let's do lightning strike. We're gonna roll. 5. Lots of damage. I got lots of gold coming my way. Winifred is now leveled up. And Berwin has 2. He also got full swing. Not to be confused with full counter from 7 Deadly Sins. Headwind has leveled up. Where are we?
The Fellowship moves westward, only to be unnerved by the sight of a human figure moving through the trees. The presence of large packs suggests a traveler.
A traveler. How will you hail the traveler? Do I hail him as caught any sight of monsters? Or hot, is it not? I guess we'll go with hot, and is it not?
The sun bears down hard upon us this day, Winifred says.
Not trying to scare anyone.
The traveler lets out a chuckle. Indeed, I've just been swimming in the sea to the west. Then perhaps he is heading east.
Mayhaps.
I beg your pardon, but did you catch sight of a monster fleeing west? Winifred inquires. He gives her a puzzled look. There's nothing out there but the sea, he says. That and a cave full of monsters on the opposite shore.
Well, I asked if you saw any monsters.
I suspect you might find your quarry there. The Fellowship exchange glances and nod as if to say, then that is where we shall go. Alas, they will need a boat to cross the sea. The traveler hoists his packs, suggests the Fellowship speak to the fisherman on the western shore, and takes his leave.
Search the western shore for the fisherman who may grant you safe passage across the sea. Event? What? What's an event? What did I bump into?
A monster appears to be in pain. Seems the poor thing's been poisoned.
Are we making moral
You
judgments?
may be able to aid it by administering some antidote.
Will you help the monster? Help the poor thing or not my problem? At least they give you the option. I'm gonna help it though. I have an antidote.
You take pity on the creature and administer some antidote. Healthy once more, it gets up and makes its way to who knows where. Every so often, you catch it looking back at you. But before long, it's out of sight.
I'm a firm believer in. Oh, another event? Okay.
A bizarre
The-
rock appeared. It seems primed
Glee
to
back.
explode.
Gleeback. Yes, help Gleeback, always. Gleeback is always good. Alright, a bizarre rock appeared. Okay, so it's going to explode for some reason. Roll the dice to see what it becomes after it explodes. This is Drake's game. Alright, 5.
The bizarre rock transformed into an aqua rock. The only way out of this fight is through it.
Is it though? Can I not run back the way I came? No? Okay, fighting it is. Fire will not do good, obviously, against water. It's got a defense of 50. Are you kidding? Okay, well, first off... Oh, I don't need to do any of that. Alright, let's deal some damage and see what happens. No, 1 damage, because... Okay, I'm gonna generate 1 gem. Come on. Nope, not flames. Alright, let's see if wind damage will do it. Nope. No wind damage is good. Lightning strike? Lightning strike's always good, right? For water? Well, it's weak against water, so that's good. It worked in my favor. Whew, it gave me 200 gold. Alright, that's water. Alright, enemy appears.
Let's do this.
Alright, Fuzzy Wuzzy. And extra fire.
Excellent.
And we'll deal damage. Alright, sorry, Fuzzy Wuzzy. Well. Okay. An event.
A monster appears, but it's behaving quite strangely. It hesitates, lurching toward you, then away, unsure of every move. Finally, it tosses a fish at your feet, fleas.
I was going to talk to the ship guy, but I was like, okay.
Was that the monster you helped earlier, coming back to say thanks?
Ah,
You'd like to think so. The party makes a meal of the fish.
always be nice to strangers. Just a courtesy. Feisty fish. A fish found in most oceans, both delicious and medicinal. Alright, everyone's healed up. And we have an enemy. I was like, do I want to explore the whole map? I mean, I guess I could.
Let's do this.
Aw, Fuzzy Wuzzy. I'm sorry, Fuzzy. I'm so sorry, Fuzzy. All of the creatures are just incapacitated, that's all. We'll make that very clear. I did not set that fuzzy creature on fire. Oh, a chest. Oh, I got an spear elixir. Sweet. Alright, an event. Oh, good. A bizarre rock. Excellent. Let's see what it does after it explodes. I would like it to roll a 1 at this point.
Don't hold back.
Alright, critical 1 point damage. Alright, 5. Alright, take that, water rock. I'm doing pretty good. I'll be like rich by the time I get done with this. Freeze. Attack for +4 and then inflict freeze if the roll is 5 or greater. It's a pretty big world, so I don't want to just leave it.
Let's not go there just yet.
Oh.
I haven't quite finished the story for that section, you see.
It will actually stop you so that you can complete the story. Interesting. Enemy appears.
Don't hold back.
Set you on fire. I mean, not set you on fire, just incapacitate. Incapacitate. Deflect defense if the roll is 4 or greater. Alright, so now defense is down. That's not... Full swing. Take that. +8. Mad Matt, welcome in. It's good to have you here. We are playing the demo of Veil, Voice of the Cards. Not Heart of the Cards, the voice of it. Voice. Yeah, the art is great. That's what Luciana came in saying the same thing earlier. It was like, it's very pretty. It's really well done. Quite a pleasant game. You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked the Goblin's enemy story. Oop. Enemy appears. We're just, excuse me, lightly exploring, though I'm about to head back and head to continue the story on in just a second. on. Full swing. Full swing. This looks neat, like an old school RPG made of playing cards. Exactly. It's very tabletop, but with playing cards. It's actually, like when I looked at it, I was like, I have to play this. I just do. Ooh, do I get to pick one? Right, middle. Right, middle. Any, mini, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by a toe. Every house, let it go. Any, mini, miny, mo. Mine says they pick. Okay, you. Pick. Oh, I got more. I got quality salve this time, so 20 HP. All right, we have one more chest we're gonna pick up, and it gave me 500 gold. All right, so what I'm actually gonna do is head back to town and get more stuff. But first, we're gonna have an event, and we're gonna find a Bizarro rock, and we're gonna roll the dice. Is this gonna have multiplayer? You guys gonna dual stream it? This will probably have multiplayer on the main screen. It has a multiplayer sequence or a section. I don't know. We'll see. It depends on whether both of us buy the game. A 5. Ah!
Bizarre rock transformed into a fear rock.
I mean,
The only way out of this fight is through it.
I did not yelp from fear, cause why would I? That was not a scary yelp. It was just a my hair got caught on fire. You know, the usual. Select items with the R key. Make sure to use them when you need them. While carrying many items, press the N or M key to scroll. Alright, white light. Banish the darkness. Alright, well, for 1 point of damage, banish the darkness. Alright, does flame work? Nope, not really. How about lightning strike? Critical strike! Alright, well, I got a 3. Alright, so 8. I got a defensive 9. Okay. Do I need to heal anyone? I do not, so I'll come back to that. For a holy woman, purple-haired lady is dressed rather immodestly. You would never know. She's just... No. Let's do a freeze attack. And we're gonna do 5 or more. 8! Yes! Oh, it uses different die. So it doesn't just use a 6-sided die. Depending on situation, it will actually use a 10-sided die, or it looks like maybe even a 20-sided. 200 gold. I mean, technically speaking, is she a holy woman though? She's just a priestess of the order, right? Technically speaking, it's not a stop it. It's not an interesting church. Don't add interesting to exactly what you think you're saying. All right, is she really a holy woman though? Honestly, I would probably argue that, to be perfectly honest, she's more just a priestess in class, not in religious. You know, providing light in a darkened world. Enter Nexton. Granted, that axe wielder is mostly shirtless, and we appreciate the axe wielder's immodesty, okay? Okay? Apothecary.
The fellowship hears a young man arguing with the apothecary. Make it cheaper, he bellows.
He's definitely bellowing. You should show Mad Matt the breaker, the bread maker. All right.
The fellowship approaches the door to intervene. The young man bursts out of the shop.
Oh.
He storms past Winifred, nearly crashing into her.
Oh, he doesn't know who he's messing with.
Going, she shouts after him. But he makes no move to apologize, instead squaring his shoulders and walking off. What a hateful little man, grumbles the apothecary. Winifred vows to teach him proper manners should they ever meet again.
You bet your bottom dollar.
How may I help you? The proprietress inquires. The apothecary catches sight of the fellowship. Ah, the Ivory Order, to which I owe the prosperity of my humble shop, she says. She gestures to the drawers filled with her wares. Pray, choose one of my concoctions and take it at no cost. It shall be a token of my thanks to the order.
Thank you very much.
The fellowship insists they will pay as any other customer would.
We're gonna buy.
And sets about browsing her wares.
Let's see. I have plenty of salve. I'll probably grab... I'll buy an antidote. Kind of getting an NES Dragon Quest II vibe here. I can see that. I mean, it's a game by Square Enix, so I can definitely see it getting kind of that kind of influence inside of that. I'm gonna buy a pepper upper, and then I'm going to go to the blacksmith first.
Will that be all? The proprietress asks.
And then I'll come back and buy stuff as I needed. You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked the apothecary's character story.
Nothing holds a candle to Ivory Order medicine, proclaims the woman, swigging this curative and that.
This is the old lady. There are a couple of them, apparently. Hold on, let me read you her backstory. We can read the characters real quick. So in our collection, we can read the backstory of some characters that we accompany along the way. So for example, here we have the man. He was a sickly child who spent his days gazing out of the window, longing to run and play with the others. If he could just do that, taking the bitterest medicine was cake. We have the woman. The loss of her family took her to the brink of ending her own life. Then she heard about an island where anyone could find happiness. This is the lady the mature woman in which Drake was talking about earlier. Every morning she wakes up to get breakfast ready, and every morning she has to take her husband's abuse. There's only so much a woman can stomach. And we have decided, or not decided, we have suspected that the knife she carries served a unique purpose, and that the bread she has covers up that unique purpose. So that's what we got going there. Oh, the apothecary. Her moist, glistening eyes, the lone bright spot in her dimly lit shop, locked on me as soon as I set foot inside. Her uncanny, croaking laughter sets shivers down my spine. And the game parlor. Because apparently there is card games within this card game. Because that's the kind of girl that. Rumors about the sweet, innocent boy who greets patrons at the game parlor receives a small bonus from the owner whenever the house wins in a game of cards. I mean, what's more incentive than that, right? House should always win, correct? Card game recursion. Squeenix. I suppose it explains all the flattering character art. Yes. And, yes, man. I think I knew him in high school. I didn't mean to jump on her. Alright, we're going to go to the armorer. And we're going to buy some stuff. Alright, so now he can afford to get a mercenary sword. Buy and equip. Berwin is all set. And then he's already got a blacksmith there. They already have adventurer's attire. So the only person that needs this now is him. So we'll go ahead and buy and equip. And we're going to put it on... There we go. Headwind. And at this point, now the party is completely up to date with gear that we could personally buy at this time. We can actually sell the stuff that we have, I believe. I can, sure. I'm not going to get much for it, so. And simple breastplate. Sell that for 25G. Alright. And we can actually just do that. Make it a little faster. Oh, she's cute. What do you have to buy? So what classes you rocking? It's a good question, actually. This is a priestess and a warrior and another staff user. So 2 mages and a warrior. She is also the healer. So she's the one that does the healing. So healer, warrior, battle mage. Soothstone, generate 3 gems. I don't think I need that just yet, as awesome as that would be. But buying a bum would not be too bad. And with that, now I'm going to go get the...
Will that be all?
Yes, it will.
Asks.
I can always use bombs, exactly. You fulfill the necessary requirements and unlock the Item Girl shop's backstory. Need some rogues or monks in there. Maybe a bard? I would love to have a bard. For some reason, that's my class usually. For now, anyway, this is also just a demo. This game doesn't release until the end of the month. So I'm not actually sure. They may have more. I don't know, though. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get the Dispeller card. Because it seems like a good idea to always keep one of those on standby. I have plenty of salve. I have an antidote. I have 2 Inspire Elixirs. So I'm going to get one more. Yeah, I'm going to get one more Pepper Upper. Alright. And on that note, we are now ready to set sail. I remember when we were making sure that we had plans for today, I was like, Drake, do you think I'll be able to eat up like a couple hours in this game? It's only a demo, and then I forget that demos can easily last forever. Oh, don't walk in the water. Right. Alright, we're gonna go... Alright. Fast travel. Alright, we're gonna talk to this guy.
Close by, a fisherman of exquisite physique hauls a net out of the water.
I mean, exquisite physique is probably necessary for quite some handy fisherman. It's true. Catching fish with a net does require the physique of an Adonis. That being said, the bowl cut is killing me right now.
This is no time for lustful reverie. Winifred races to his side and asks that he give the fellowship safe passage aboard the ship. That vessel is cursed, the fisherman mutters, trembling.
He gods that hair. I know, right? Madmet says, have I told you my idea for an RPG that's just exclusively bards? All the other character classes are going on epic quests and adventures in the background, while the main story is some trivial battle of the bands or something. Guy, the ship captain. Probably doing some fisherman training stuff, like, I must do 8,000 kicks. Kakashi. I was just saying. Okay, so sorry. The vessel is cursed. Cursed, you say?
Night after night, It leaves port without a soul aboard, headed I know not where. Come morning, it is once again anchored here.
That's clearly a Galaxy Quest aliens had grafted onto Arnold's body.
This, to the fisherman's mind, is the result of a curse.
I appreciate a Galaxy Quest reference, by the way.
His head drops into his hands. With but a single dispeller, I am
Oh.
certain I could lift it and sail away.
Well, guess what I just bought?
Winifred hands the
Who knew?
despairing fisherman a dispeller and asks again for safe passage to the
Please take
cave
me across the
beyond
sea.
The fisherman snatches up the concoction, so delighted that his pectoral muscles begin twitching. The fellowship politely ignores this fact.
Politely. Though I feel like Winifred, if I am Winifred, would probably be politely trying to ignore the fact more heartily than others. And failing.
He opens the bottle and proceeds to douse the ship.
The monsters that await you in the cave are most formidable. Speak with the fisherman when you are ready to depart. Okay. So first and foremost, we can actually level up. For a dude who spends his days out on sea and salt in the air, his hair is remarkably glossy. I'm sure he's got a conditioner for that, or mayhaps he keeps it covered. You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Muscleman's character story. I must read the Muscleman's character story. I'm just letting you all know right now. So, collection. Characters. Muscleman. Traumatized by the bullying he received as a child, he vowed he'd never let anyone get the better of him again. His pain was the springboard for a body now before you. I mean, honestly, I don't know what I expected to actually get for backstory. Her story, what's hers? She was a quick hire. Her gentle disposition was sure to attract a few customers, they figured. No one was prepared for the crush of customers that ensued. You think? Hire someone this adorable and you don't think you'll get an influx of customers? Still doesn't explain the Speedo. No, it really doesn't. There's no explanation for the Speedo. Just wait till you hear Muscle Man's Bard song. I mean, it literally is Muscle Man on the lute. Oh, we got an enemy. Here we go. Oh, it's not that big. Alright. Oh, she hit it by himself. We're pretty strong for this area, it seems like. Let's see. So, let's... Alright, I can't go that way. So it will send me back. And it won't let me go that way. So the best I can do... Just saying, you approve of the item chop shell. Of course you do. Of course. No, I'm kidding. Just saying, you want to protect yourself from bullying, so you walk around in a Speedo, half a cape, and a bowl cut? Alright, an enemy appears. We're going to keep fighting a little bit more just to get, I think, another level up. And then we'll head to the ship. Oh, fuzzy wuzzies. We're just gonna bunk them. Bunk. Light bunking, and then they are incapacitated. Light bunking, and then they are incapacitated. Oh, okay. Okay, an extra light bunking. Until you set one of... I didn't set one on fire! Not yet. Oh, I got treasure. What did I get? Right. Yes, I got more antidote. Excellent. I have lots of salve, so I am not slaying Pomeranians. Okay, here. I unlocked the furball story, so we're gonna read about the furballs because apparently I am just this monster on the stream. Furballs. Furballs. As these little fluffs mature, their fur grows until it covers their faces. As this is quite an existential threat, they entice monsters to trim their fur so they can see. I am just all I'm doing is they entice me to fight, and then anything I do helps to burn away the excess fur so that they can see things. I'm just saying. Not everything is what it seems, is what I'm trying to say. Those little concerned eyebrows. Alright, an enemy appears.
Let's do this.
Magic strike. See, all they do is run away. All they do is run away. That just can't stand. Arf! You're not going to slay me, Arf you? No. No. Alright, deal damage. And then they try to like brush the hair out of their face like I've been doing all night because I keep forgetting to put a hairpin in. These guys look more comical than dangerous, but I can understand killing them for leveling ups. I hear what you're trying to say. Alright, so at this point now, I think we've covered enough places. It won't let me go to this top part of the story. So at this point, we are going to now board the ship. A perilous dungeon lies ahead. You must be at least level 7.
Are you ready to set sail for the cave?
I have no idea what level I am. Hold on.
All right then. Just let me know when you're ready, he says cheerily.
I am level 9, so we're good. Let's go.
Let's shove off then.
Oh, sorry. Let's shove off. Oops, excuse me.
The Fellowship arrives at the mouth of a dank cave. Its damp, rocky expanse threatening to swallow them. Monsters could come pouring out at any moment. The fisherman has anchored the ship in the cove. Come back here when you're ready to return to the mainland, he says.
Will do, fisherman. Move further into the cave. Alright, enemy appears.
Don't hold back.
Alright. He's not having a lot of defense, so let's go ahead and hit him with light damage. Alright, pretty decent damage right off the bat. And fire damage to add to the light damage. And damage. The more I look at this fisherman, the more he looks like a gimp without a mask. That bowl cut is his Clark Kent disguise. Does it turn into like a Fabio hairstyle when it's... Okay, that's enough. Anyway. More enemies. Like when he turns into Superman, does it turn into like flowing locks? Because it should.
Let's do this.
A mushroom. Alright, deal some damage. Critical strike damage. My fire damage is oh, it's weak against fire. Okay. Good to know. Oh, now we're level 10. We're way too high level for this dungeon. An enemy appears. Oh, my light damage is powerful with critical strike. Fabio hair would be a darn sight more fitting than a bowl cut. A bit fan servicey, but that's to be expected. I mean, I, for one, can handle the fan servicey I'm just saying. No, I'm kidding. Magic staff. It gave me +1 defense and +3 attack. Oh, sweet. So I need to give that to my damage mage. Equipment. Here we go. We'll go a little further. An enemy appears.
Don't hold back.
Oh, look, a skeleton. Take this. Enemy of light. Inside divine light. Oh, I got him. Oh, that's it. Just take him out. Alright, we'll take you out with some dice rolls. Alright. Ooh. Some fancy wind stamps dances there. Berwin doesn't even need to do anything. He just collects the gold for us at this point. Alright, everyone is now level 10. You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Orc Child's enemy story. Alright, there's an enemy. I'm exploring the dungeon before I go through that door.
About the enemy.
Take this! White light! Protect us against the darkness! Alright, protection 1. That's not actually what's being said, by the way. That's me. Been watching Goblin Slayer again. Oops, I didn't mean to go that way. Alright, 18 damage, apparently. She went to Goblin Slayer's school of do some harm. Just a little bit of harm. Just a hair.
You did great.
I did great. Alright. Ah, I got a chest. And in this chest... Oh, I got a key. I needed to go this way anyway, otherwise I would have never found that key. Got an enemy. Which sure are lots of enemies in this cave. Oh, they did say it was going to be full of creatures. I'm like, deal some damage because at this point, Berwin will have nothing to do the whole thing. There we go. I think that wasn't even an attack. I'm fairly certain Berwin just like did that eye twitch thing where it just goes, and then it just fell over. Alright, one more enemy and I think we'll make it to the door.
And fight.
And fight. Hey, At this point now, I'm just farming gold. You've fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Red Fungo's enemy story. Alright.
The door before you is shut quite tightly. It appears to have a keyhole. The simple key may be of use here.
Mm-hmm. At least I'm not looking for, like, candies. It's like, eat me!
The Fellowship slides the simple key into the keyhole and turns it. The lock opens with a thunk.
I was trying to unlock the whole dungeon real quick. I'm gonna take white light to the skeleton. And set the mushroom on fire. Or scare it with fire. Will you descend the stairs? Yes.
An iron door towers before you. It has rather conspicuous handles.
Let's see, choose a card and hold the enter key to raise it up ever so slightly. If you hold enough, you'll be able to peek at what it contains.
Berwin pulls on the massive handles with all his might. It moves not an inch.
It's a push, isn't it?
Berwin gives the door a roundhouse kick out of pure frustration.
Welcome back.
As his foot connects, the door trundles to the side.
Excuse me.
So it was one of those sliding contraptions.
See, Berwin, we would have had two other options. Like, if you didn't just fluster out of the whole thing. He's like, it won't pull open. I'm gonna destroy the door. And I'm like, dude, maybe if we just gentle touch our way through it. You know, like trying to remove the sword from the stone where you don't pull with all your might kind of thing. Berwin.
Something leaps out at the Fellowship from the darkness.
Ah, it hit me.
Fred deftly parries the attack with her staff.
To be fair, what maniac installs handles on a sliding door? I will give it that. You're correct.
Edwin looks fondly at Winifred, only to have his reverie interrupted by Berwin's cry of, "It's coming back."
Aw, Hedwin looks fondly at Wed. Okay, anyway. We fight! We fight.
Don't hold back.
We fight. Excuse me. Ugh. We fight. I was trying to like stop it on my own and it didn't work. Okay, anyway. Inter-party relationship drama. We're starting. I mean, it's got to go somewhere, right? Extra fire! Alright, take that. We leveled up way too much for this. Achievement unlocked. Way too powerful. You've fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Skull Soldier's enemy story. Found a chest.
The fellowship approaches the chest, only for a voice deep as an earthquake to echo through the cavern. You shall not have it. A voice of fellowship warily eyes their surroundings as several somethings leap out of the shadows.
Oh my. Music change. Oh! Boss amoebas! Uh-oh, and a General King. Okay. Boss amoebas!
Nice work.
I think this taffy is giving me dysentery, but I can't stop eating it. It's not good. Flame on! Extra firepower. Your amoebas won't save you now. Alright, lightning strike. Come on, Bernholt. Not Bernholt. Berwin. 6! Alright, for now I don't have anything I can do, so I'll just deal it some damage. We're gonna freeze him. And for 10, with freezing, that's Mr. Burns to you.
You did great.
All right.
Winifred neatly steps through the fiend's remains and opens the chest. Inside is what appears for all the world to be an ordinary medicine bottle.
Okay.
At last, the royal treasure is in safe hands once more, Hedwin sighs. Winifred and Berwin nod in agreement.
Obtained royal treasure.
Treasure in hand, the fellowship exit the cave, exultant. In time, the fellowship find themselves before the queen once more. They offer her the retrieved treasure.
Seems normal. I did all of that for a medicine bottle?
As reward for the arduous task of returning our prized possession, I bid you name anything you desire.
Tell me
she
what's in the
proclaims.
royal bottle.
She is positively beaming and seems prepared to shower the fellowship with riches, whether they demand them or not.
I mean...
But at that moment,
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun! I mean, they're clearly not going to put that in there.
a massive roar, the likes of which had never been heard before, shakes the entire castle.
Yes, it was a fancy carafe.
As the roar recedes, one of the royal guard, pale as a sheet, bursts into the royal hall. He struggles to gather his breath. Just now, over the castle, a dragon, he pants to Queen Nilla.
All right.
A dragon.
A dragon.
So the great evil has returned. Queen Nilla turns her gaze to the sky, dumbfounded. So the monster troubles are connected. Hedwyn says so under his breath. The queen does not hear. A profound silence settles over the royal hall. The fellowship stand tall, unflinching.
Tall and unflinching. So I gotta adjust my bustier.
As though they know what must be done in the face of such a crisis. What will become of the land now that the dragon has returned?
I'm sensing a motif with all these character outfits. Are you? I mean, they're just clearly
I'm
good for
afraid
fighting.
that we'll have to wait. We're all out of time for this portion of the adventure. Don't you worry. We'll continue the tale another time. I look forward to our next session. Until then, I bid you good day. Farewell, friend.
All right. Thank you for playing. This concludes the Voice of Cards demo. An even bigger world and grandeur adventure awaits you in the retail version. Visit the product page. No, I know what a product page is. I know where it's at. All right. So that is the Voice of the Cards, the Isle Dragon Roars demo 2021 by Square Enix. As you can see, actually, Mad Matt, you asked for earlier. You said down here that the what's it called? Whether this one's going to have oh my goodness, excuse me. Whether it's going to have multiplayer, and it's right here. And then you can go to full version. No. And like I said earlier too, it seems like it's clearly going to be out on the PlayStation Store, which I see no reason why it wouldn't be out on the PlayStation Store. It's definitely going to be released on Steam. It gets released on October 28th via Steam. You could actually pre-purchase the demo. Scratch that. You can actually pre-purchase the what's it called? What's that game called? The original version, the full version. You can pre-purchase the full version from the store right now. I think it's $30 from what I saw, so it's a fun game. I think I'll probably get it because it's actually going to be pretty good. I was thinking this is going to be like multi, like in the Obelisk game. It might. I'm actually not sure what the. Oh no. It's a multiplayer game parlor, so I don't know if I can go back. The game parlor is actually quite cute. It's an actual game within a game, just like you have, when you go to any game, and it's kind of like 21 or Blackjack, I should say, where you play the game parlor. So ultimately, I don't think the multiplayer incorporates, like Across the Obelisk, the story. I think that part's single player, from what I can tell. But it does seem like a multiplayer game parlor. You versus another person can play something similar to Voice of the Cards Blackjack version, which was actually quite interesting. So I think that's the that's the multiplayer part of it. So if you want to watch us play blackjack against each other in Voice of the Cards, that would be something. Though I will say this, like when we play blackjack together, generally it can get quite brutal. Mostly because I'm fairly certain he steals all the cards I need to win. So there is that. All right, so that will conclude our what's it called? That will conclude my section of the whole thing. Hold on a second. I'm just trying to see. Ultimately, what we're going to do is try to... Hello, C'est la vie. I'm going to try to raid into Drake in just a second. He's supposed to start up his stream. Which now I'm at the point of stalling. I'm almost kind of like, what else could I possibly... there's supposed to be, like, character backstory that's coming out in it. I'm excited mostly for the achievements I can get in it, honestly. If I was to kind of, like, play the game like this one, achievements is where it's definitely at. Though the story is quite fascinating, if you will. It seems very simple, just your general tabletop style game, but in the world of cards. Flip a card up and you get a terrain. And you're not allowed to jump in the water, which is its own thing. So let's see. Waiting for confirmation from Drake to see if he's coming up. And then as soon as he goes up, we'll go ahead and raid him. I like the music too, actually. I think this is probably good. The card overworld was actually fun. Yeah, it was really nice detail. I wasn't expecting that. Like, I saw the colors for it and the artwork for it, and I was like, oh, this is pretty. But to actually kind of walk through the world and it just reveals itself as the cards go over, I was like, oh, okay, that's a nice touch. Like you just said, like, it's a really cute one. Ah, all right. So we are going to go ahead and raid Drake Karama. Nice, we have a deal. We have deal. Yes. Excellent. So at this point, raid Drake Karama. He is playing MTG Arena. He is going back to his roots. Right after I know how to... It's Drake _ Karama. And we'll go right into it in just a second. Alright, so thanks everyone for joining me. I appreciate it. You all have a great and wonderful weekend. Stick around and we'll support Drake. In the meantime, I look forward to seeing you all later.